Hey everyone, it's Nella here. I don't even know why I have a fan in my hand. Whatever, it looks cool. It's a good prop. Um, this video is rambling. It's rambling, I'm gonna warn you right away. It's also, though, it's company specific rambling. I'm going to be rambling about Volks. So if you don't like Volks, you should probably change the video because I'm going to be talking exclusively about them. Pretty much. And there's two big reasons that I decided to do this video. One, Volks USA announced that the standard models for MSD, SD, and SD13 are being discontinued at the end of the year. And they don't have any information about whether they're going to be coming back or what. They are still available through the full choice system, but the full choice system roster gets updated in August. Yeah. So that was some unexpected news a bit, but I don't know, maybe they're doing another renewal version of them. That's happened before. And I think they are due for a renewal version. I think. I don't know. Anyway, so that's reason number one, discontinuing of the standard models. Reason number two. Reason number two is I've been talking to my sister, who's in Japan, who I sent Aina to, who should be on her way to Japan. But my sister got her dream doll. Absolute dream doll. And that's a Volks Liz, who's an SD10 size, and she was the first Volks SD10 on the Swariko body, which is awesome because Aina also has the Swariko body. It's so much fun. If you don't know what Swariko is, it refers to the dolls having the ability to sit cutely with their legs swung out to the sides, and it's due to there being a curved stringing channel on the upper thigh. So, yes. And I'm so excited for my sister to get her dream doll because I know how amazing it was for me to get Ethel, my dream doll. And I mean, Volks Liz is a beautiful sculpt. The Swariko body is a beautiful body. SDs are wonderful, cuddleable. Wonderful size to cuddle. I don't think cuddleable is a correct term now. That isn't a real word. Yes. As you can tell, I am very excited for her. And I don't know, the thing with Volks, and I say this in general, I haven't been to Tenchi no Sato, but I have been to Tenchi no Sukama Akibahara back a few years ago, before the earthquake, so before they got a better building. My sister told me about the new Akibahara Volks store, and it sounds amazing. It's 3 floors. There's general hobby stuff, and there's figures, and then there's Super Dolphy and Dolphy Dreams. 90% is Dolphy Dreams, by the way. It's Akibahara, most of it's Dolphy Dreams. But it sounds wonderful. And the thing with the Volks is that it's really about the experience. I mean, like, it's about going to the Volks store and being surrounded by dolls, and it's about going to the workshops, it's about going on the cruises. Yes, there are cruises. Going on the cruises, going to the festivals, going to the conventions, going to Tenshino Sato and sitting in the cafe, or going into the museum part and staring at all the Volks Limiteds that there's been since the beginning. It's about staring at the display of the Tenshis and the itty tiniest Tenshis being suspended from the ceiling so they look like they're flying. Volks is entirely about the experience. The dolls are lovely, but it's really the dolls coupled with the experience of Volks that sets them apart. I'm not... Okay, I know I'm kind of fangirling up, but oh my gosh, folks, oh my gosh. I'm way more of a Soul. I'm way more of a Blue Fairy and Soul Doll fangirl. But the experience side of Volks does... The whole Volks experience, it does have a certain allure. It really does. But over the years that I've been in the hobby, I kind of felt myself drift away from the Volks aesthetic, which is really hard, which is surprisingly hard to define, because yes, all Volks dolls, they have a sort of feel that all kind of feel the same, but when you actually look at individual molds, they can be very, very different. And so, yeah, I kind of felt myself growing away from the Volks dolls I first fell in love with. I still find SD Nono to be an absolutely adorable sculpt. I mean, she's so cute. But I found that I still saw her as cute, but I didn't see her as cute and I can see myself with her. So I'd kind of just given up, and I was like, oh, well, I guess I've grown out of the Volks aesthetic, which is probably better for your wallet. I went, oh, you know, it's a bit of a shame, because my sister loves Volks, and I was like, oh, it's a bit of a shame, but such is life. Well, of course, I was talking to my sister, and we were checking up on Volks dolls, and I have not drifted as far away from the Volks aesthetic as I thought I had, because there are still, even now, there are some Volks dolls that I see and I go, oh my gosh, I want that one, and I can see that one, and I can just imagine the character and the wig and the eye color and the outfits. So many outfits. However, I have found out a bit of the reason why I found out I was liking certain Volks dolls over others. At least I found something that the ones I like, I found something they have in common. And it's not necessarily features, because those can vary. What it is the individual sculptor. Ow, I just hit my glasses. It's the individual sculptor that made those dolls. As most of you are probably aware, Volks has a casting sub-company. They have a sculpting sub-company. And some of the information from people in Japan who've been able to find it is we've been able to essentially put the names of the mold to the name of the sculptor who made that doll, which can actually be really helpful if any of you are facing the same thing that I am, that you find that you like certain Volks dolls more than the others, but there's such a wide variety that like you don't know what's in common. It could very well be the sculptor. Unfortunately, the list that I was able to find is really, really out of date, but still helpful for the earlier models. And I'm going to mention the first one, Nobuo Ohashi, who did the OSD Piccolo and Anne, MSD Ken, Mika, Uni, Nagisa, Hewitt, N, Manabu, SD Miko, SD10, Ken, Mika, and Momoko, and Kurumi, and Luna, and Liz, and Kotenchi Tsubaki, which are all of these dolls that my sister and I love, and it's all the same sculptor. As my sister said, when I gave her the information on who the sculptor was, and I went, it's Nobuo Ohashi. And well, she looked up and she looked at the list and she goes, she went like, I like every single one of the dolls that this person has done. One of the other Volks sculptors that I love, I love the aesthetic, is Takashi Kitamura, who did MSD Midori, SDQ Kaede, SD Mimi, and Schoolhead B, SD13 Jun Tachibana, Tenchi Byakuren, all these Volks dolls that I love, in addition to Nobuo Ohashi's work. It's all the same sculptor. So, gosh, I really like that I can name 2 individual sculptors that I like. Not just the company, not just the sculpting team, but actual individual sculptors. I know, it makes it feel so much real that, yes, someone sculpted this doll. It isn't some faceless company, it isn't some faceless sculpting team. There's a name that you can place to the person that made that doll. And that is wonderful. And that is Volks. And that is enough rambling about Volks. So, bye everyone. That was probably extremely boring, unless you like hearing me ramble. I don't know, maybe you do. Bye!